Good evening, y'all. Good evening for y'all. Good morning to me. Thank you, Andre. Appreciate that. Can y'all hear me? Let me make sure my little green light on. Yep, it's on. Okay. I'm actually about to start a Zoom meeting with some people in my private group. We had a storm this morning. Really, it started like yesterday afternoon, and it was just like ongoing off and on this morning. Like the pool. There's towels in the pool lifted up, all types of stuff. So I didn't have internet this morning, so I'm like running behind on a lot of stuff. But so we just gonna multitask. I'm gonna answer y'all questions. Y'all gonna be able to kind of tune in and listen in, I guess, on our Zoom call. Let me see. They're having trouble with the link. So I need to give them. Maybe I'm on the wrong meeting. Let me see. Let me close out this. But so in the meantime, if you are new here, my name is Jaquita Renee. I am a serial entrepreneur and business coach. I love helping individuals with building empires, right? So not just trying to help you build a profitable business, but really making sure that you have the software, the systems, the mindset in place so that you can earn more and work less. Um, but give me a second because I am multitasking, so I apologize. Um, but yeah, so what I'm known for on here is not only working with moms, but also working with moms who want to create their own staffing or virtual call center business. And that is the industry that I have found the most success in. That's the industry I'm currently in, and I absolutely love it. Okay, let's see. But yeah, so that's the business side, the industry that I am in. I love it, and I'm just really just trying to help others break into the industry so that they can find the same success that I have found, that I continue to find. Because it's not only, although it's very lucrative, right? It's more rewarding because you do get to help other people, which is what I love. And why it's not letting them in the Zoom? Okay, so all right, I think we good now. Let's see. Hey, Latonya, how are you? I see that you have two different things joining. I don't know if you can hear me right now or not. And also, I'm live on TikTok too. So because the internet, not having the internet threw me off because I had already scheduled like our meeting and then being on TikTok. So we just go multitask today. What do you do? So I am a virtual call center owner and a staffing agency owner. And so that's what I do. I'm in that industry as far as helping people with getting jobs. So when I first started my journey, I was partnered with the Arise platform. I partnered with them to get access to Fortune 500 companies. Those Fortune 500 companies allowed me to offer work from home jobs. Um, and now when I partnered with them, I was under the assumption that I was operating as a virtual call center because I was new to the industry. I wasn't really familiar with the terms and things like that and how things operated. As I got deeper into the environment, I learned that I was not actually operating as a virtual call center owner, but literally operating as a staffing agency or recruiter. And so Arise had some slow seasons, and with going through their slow seasons, I was like, you know what, I need to navigate and find out how do I onboard direct clients, how do I actually operate as a virtual call center. So not only can I still continue to offer work from home jobs, but I can kind of not have to depend on them. So because if they have a slow season, it directly affects my business, right? So I didn't want to depend on them to give me the clients. I wanted to go out and look for my own clients. So I learned how to do that. I started teaching other people how to do that. This year, I just through different research and expanding um, my knowledge in the industry of staffing and virtual call centers, I learned about job placement on the staffing side, which is very, very lucrative. So with staffing, typically when we're thinking about staffing agencies, we're thinking about staffing agencies where it's a temp agency, right? Because that's the type of staffing agency that we typically have contact in. Like I've worked for different staffing agencies. I loved it. You know what I mean? It was easy to it was easier to like navigate and them to go out, find me a job, and boom, ready to go. So that was my only familiarity with staffing agencies. But then I learned about job placement. And when I learned about job placement, it blew my mind. I'm looking at both screens. If y'all see me looking away, I'm looking at my Zoom to see if the people in my private community are jumping on. I'm like an hour and 30 minutes late to our meeting because of the storm that we had in Thailand, in my area. And I didn't have internet this morning, so I just kind of had to wait it out. And, but anyway, so I just wanted to tell y'all that. So then I learned more about the staffing and job placement and how lucrative it was. So when you are doing job placement, you can get 25 to 30% of the annual income of that individual. So if you help someone get placed for a $100,000 job, which is their dream job, well, you get a commission check after their 30 days of working. Sometimes you get paid up front, depending on what method you use. And it's $30,000, $25,000 for helping one person. I was like, oh my God, this is a game changer. Do people know about this? Then I did more research and I ended up finding out about platforms. So platforms that in the recruiting world is similar to the Arise platform in the sense that they already have the clients listed, they already have the jobs listed, they have the commissions already there, right? So all you have to do is literally take that information, add it to your website, start to market it and recruit and submit your candidates. And if your candidate is selected through the hiring process, then you get to they split that commission with you. So I was like, okay, another something else unlocked, right? So, yeah. So that's what I do. that's what I do. That's what I am doing, and that is what I teach, and that is what I help people to do. Can you talk more about direct client onboarding clients versus working with Rise? Yeah. So. Working with Arise, just so you guys know, Latanya, I see that you're on here. I don't know if you can hear me. I don't see that your audio is connected. So connect your audio. Um, okay, Indigo, Sean, and so I'm gonna answer your question in 1 second. Hey, where are you at, girl? You gotta unmute. I can't hear you. Oh, I'm like that background look nice. Where you at? Uh, so I woke up this. Uh, well, you look good. I'm not mad that you have the camera on. I was I woke up this morning and I didn't have no internet, so I was like, okay, I'm just have to wait this out. And then I came to my favorite space because I still don't have the internet in my condo. But I came to my favorite space and out at the pool, and I see like the towels is lifted up, like the storm was like bad last night. But anyway, that's why I'm late for our meeting. And well, hey, thank you. Yeah, and then I'm also multitasking because I'm live on TikTok because I already had it in my mind I was going live on TikTok. So now I'm like, I'm just do both. So they're list. They can't see you. They can't see you. They cannot see you, but they can. They're just going to eavesdrop on our conversation. um, okay. Well, you don't have to mute out because we're here for Q&A. I was waiting for Latanya to connect her audio, but I think that and then she had another thing that she was coming in, but I don't know. But same thing as always. So, what's the wins? Where are we at with everything? Uh huh. Okay. So, do we still have our personal page? Our personal LinkedIn page? Okay. Okay, so you still have your personal LinkedIn page. You deleted your business LinkedIn page. And for you guys who are watching, we are talking about the job placement side of recruiting. And LaShawn is in the boot camp. And so, okay, and one of the things you're going to lead for job placement is the recruiting side. Okay, so you still have so the most important thing right now is the personal page. So you still have the personal page. Because that's the page that you're going to be reaching out to your potential candidates and clients and sending them over those videos. So so let me be honest with you. I ain't verified on my personal page. They just give you a little badge. Yeah, they just give you a little. They give you a little badge. It's something that you could come back to. They're. I mean, I guess they're trying to decipher whether or not you're a real person or not, or you're not imitating someone, or you're not like a bot. Um, but yeah, so I did see that they keep giving me the little thing across the banner across my thing saying you need to verify, you need to verify. I choose to ignore it and just move on to what I know I need to be doing. Because we can always double back to that. It's not going to stop the show. Um, but yeah, so we need to update so is your LinkedIn personal page updated with like is it optimized? Did we update like our profile? Did we complete our banner in the background? Do we have our niche like there? Okay. Okay. And then remember that we can always update stuff as we go. So what I want you to do um is stop and go, stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. And instead, when we run into a hiccup, let's start putting it in the chat. I know why. Do you want me to tell you my opinion of why I think that you do stop and go? Be- I think that you do stop and go because you are in fear of what you have to do once everything is done. Because once everything is done, you actually have to start doing the real hard work, which is putting yourself out there, actually reaching out to people, sending out videos. And so if you delay off of these small things, then it just delays everything, but it also delays you making any money. Hmm. So so let me ask you a question. When what is your niche? Just remind me of your niche. Okay. Okay, so you are going to be focused on customer service and medical moving forward. Is that what we're doing? Okay. So the platforms that you're signing up for, do they have medical positions listed? Okay. No, I can't hear it. It's fine. um okay, so we're doing medical. And before that you want to do customer service and logistics. And can I why are we switching the niches before we even try the niches? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. So let's do this. Let's stop trying to sign up for platforms because the platforms don't matter. So the platforms matter if you're going to say, you know what, because I'm teaching you how to get your own clients inside of the boot camp. If y'all actually start applying the information. But if you guys were so, and this is what I need y'all to be honest about where y'all are really at, and not just be like, hey, I'm just gonna, pretend to do it. I need you guys to be honest and say, because you have two different methods that's being taught in the boot camp. So you have the method where you're being taught how to leverage the platforms and recruit for them, or and you're being taught how to get your own direct clients for your own specific niche. Now, if you're going to say, I want to leverage the platforms right now and I want to recruit for those industries, and I'm just going to be a freelance recruiter based off of what they have inside of those platforms, then that's okay. And that makes sense to sign up for the platforms. But also, if you're just signing up for platforms that have nothing to do with your niche, that doesn't make sense, right? So it's counterproductive. So we have to actually sit down and think about, like, what way do I really want to go? Because if we're just leveraging platforms, baby, we could have been recruiting for them already and submitting candidates. Okay. So now we kind of clarified which route are we going? Because this is the reality. You can say, hey, you know what? I just want to test out, not test out. I just want to leverage the platforms right now. I'm going to sign up for as many as I can. I'm going to start listing those positions on my website, and I'm just going to recruit for the opportunities that are listed on these platforms. And I am going to, start marketing for that. You can do that. There's no wrong or right way to do this. I'm just teaching you all. I want to teach you all how to fish for yourself, so that you really want to. Okay, so are we sure that we really want to fish for ourselves? Okay. Because right now you like you okay, so if we go with that analogy, right, fishing for ourselves, right now what you're doing is you're saying, okay, coach, I know you gave me all the tools, and you gave me a list of what to put in my fishing box and what type of rod I need and the bait and all of that, and we identified the type of fish that I want to catch. But I'm still trying to put on my outfit for today. Cause you ain't got in the car, you ain't went to the pond to go start, or the ocean to start fishing, you ain't put the bait on the hook, ain't nothing. You still putting on your outfit. And when I say the outfit, you're still working on the website, which don't need that much work because you got a template. You're still trying to work on banners, and so when we gonna be done with the outfit? When we gonna be done with the fit of the day? Mm-hmm. Friday. We need Friday. We gotta. You need to still think about your outfit till Friday. Okay, so let me tell. Okay, so let's break down the outfit. Now we're gonna have to use more analogies. Okay, so let's say, what are we wearing? Pants and a shirt? Or are we wearing a dress? What are we wearing with this outfit? Oh, okay, so we don't need no dress. Good, good. I like that. I like that. All right, so we got the shirt, right? Because then I'm just gonna say the shirt is the niche. You know the niche. We got the shirt. The pants is we need the pants. We can't go outside without the pants. So we need the website and LinkedIn profile. So we have the LinkedIn profile. We have the website. So what are we? Because right now you don't need to update your website with anything, the template with anything, because you got to go fishing for candidates, which means you have to be doing videos. And I don't think that I saw you put in your video with the script in there yet. Hmm. So, but it don't take that long. That lovely bench you sitting on at the park, baby. If you don't bust out that take your laptop with you next time, hook it up to hotspot. Yeah, and sometimes we just need to be out in nature. I like working outside more than I do working inside. For some reason, I'm more focused inside. I'll turn on the TV. I'll do other things. I'll just get distracted. I'm not motivated inside. I need to go outside. Um, uh huh. And so, what's the consequence for yourself if you don't do this tomorrow? Because I can't give you a consequence, right? But you have to start holding yourself accountable. Like, what is the consequence for yourself if you, besides you besides you running away from your coach and not talking to
I'm
me
not
in the
going away
chat.
from the coach. I'm
That's
not.
what you
I'm
already been
not.
doing. You've been running away from me in the chat. Don't nobody. I can tell when y'all not doing nothing because y'all don't say nothing. I'm like, oh, they ain't doing nothing. they they ain't doing nothing. They don't want me to know they ain't doing nothing. I know they not doing nothing. Ain't nothing going. It ain't in the chat.
Um, oh man. Well, I do know that the consequence is that it will continue to be delayed for me and my future earnings and my legacy and all of that. So it's a major price to pay if I continue to delay,
Mhm.
and I
Okay.
can't afford it.
Can you really not afford it? I think you can afford it. I think most times when I'm just be honest, I would delay a lot of stuff until I got to the point where my back was up against the wall. And sometimes stuff just ain't happening enough for you to feel like that real pressure from the world. And so I really my back had to be up against the wall. Like I'm talking about I had to really be fed up with everything going on in my life before I was like, you know what, this is it. I ain't doing nothing else. I don't care what nobody else got going on. Y'all can all kick rocks.
Hmm.
And so I'm wondering for you if your why is big enough and if you really have hit that point where it's like it's all or nothing. Because right now you like, well, I can do it. I can. You can clearly you can afford not to do this because you're not doing it.
But you break them down and kick me in the teeth. I mean, you have shook my shook my foundation for real because I honestly cannot. But you're right. You're right. I'm not doing it. So, but that don't mean I can afford it.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't afford it. However, I get it because it really is all of them.
Yeah. I mean, and then what we also have to think about is nothing happens overnight. So y'all been with me for, and I didn't extended it. Y'all been with me for how long? It been 2 months now, and y'all ain't taking
Yeah.
no. Like there have been people who have booked one-on-one sessions with me, and they are already placing candidates and recruiting people and got people in the portal waiting to see if they're going to be selected for commissions. So I'm like, wow, is these people is just booking one-offs, hour one-on-ones with me because I just added the weekly one-on-ones with me, getting all this. You want to know why? Because they're like, this is all or nothing for me.
Yeah.
Like I can't afford to get into boot camp. I can't afford nothing else. I can only afford an hour with you. And so when I get this hour with you, whatever you tell me to do, I'm doing it. And then I'm going to send you updates
Mm.
because it's all or nothing for them. So y'all just spending money, and I'm not going to say nothing about y'all spending money. Thank you, but I would
I know.
much rather y'all spend
I wouldn't
money
either.
and have I don't want the money. I want the success stories. I want you guys to be success. I'm in your corner, and I'm extending stuff, adding more bonuses, all of that for y'all because I know that y'all have it in y'all if y'all would get out the way.
Yep. Yep.
Like I don't even think y'all realize the process y'all had to go through to get in the boot camp. Y'all had to submit videos. Y'all had to you sell yourself on why you should be in the boot camp. All of that just to get
Yep.
in the boot camp and sit.
Fall by the wayside.
Yeah,
I don't want to sit.
I think you
I
want to
want to
sit.
run.
I want you to stop trying to convince me that you don't want that because I don't believe the lie.
Okay, gosh. There you go. You're kicking me in the teeth again.
I'm sorry, but you need to be kicked in the teeth because y'all be lying. Y'all lie to my face all day. I be like, I don't believe nothing they saying. Like y'all not convincing at all. I know y'all. I know it's a lie. I'm just waiting for y'all to be honest with yourselves because I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I don't get
Understood.
coaching is something I love to do. It's not so there's certain types of coaches. There's certain types of coaches. So there's coaches that this is their only income. is to be a coach. And so that's what they do. I will be just fine and live the same lifestyle whether I coach or not.
Yeah.
Because everything I'm telling y'all to do, I'm actually doing. So I have income. I don't gotta I could just shut my mouth and not tell nobody else about nothing else and just going about my business and just be a influencer and just, do lifestyle videos or something. So I just want you to know that I don't gotta do this. I ain't that type of coach. This ain't my livelihood. This is my passion.
Well, I'm grateful for the passion. I really am.
Yeah, I want
Just
your
like you
passion to
said.
be that you gonna stop bullshitting.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Because the time is passing. You deserve to be out here in the world doing whatever it is you want to do. I don't know what all your dreams are, but you do. And
Yeah.
now you got an empty nest. The kids are gone. What we waiting for?
Whew, I don't know. It's nothing else I'm looking for. I gotta do it. I just gotta do it. Get out of my own way.
Yeah, so I want you to do the same exercise that Sierra did in the chat and put in the chat like what's really holding you back. Like be brutally honest and put it out there. This is kind of like, and it's why I say, everything is more about you. Your success is you. So you're gonna have to be brutally honest and put it out there, so that once it's out there, you can no longer keep lying to yourself. Like you can't keep saying I want it when you know you really don't want it. But we need to figure out why. Like what's the why? What's the root cause? What is the fear behind it? What's the anxiety behind it? Because then when we really be honest and say that, now I can coach you through those fears and anxieties so that we can get to work.
Okay.
This is like being an AA. You have to raise your hand and be like, I'm an alcoholic.
Yeah, for real.
And then now we could work on stopping that addiction. Because y'all are addicted to the poverty mindset and the comfortableness in the poverty mindset. So we have to raise our hand and say, you know,
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I got you. I got you, coach. Yeah.
okay. It's all out of love. I want y'all to win. Y'all got it. I mean, y'all sold me on y'all being in the boot camp.
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
Well, look. I didn't say you a sucker, so or a lemon. I gotta get with it. I gotta get with it.
Yeah. Imagine how many people are waiting for you to get your stuff together so you can help them find a dream job. That's really what it's about. If you stop thinking about you and your outfit of the day.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, I heard you say that too. It's not about us.
Yeah. I ain't doing this for me. I just told you I'm not doing this for me. What I'm doing this because God keep making me do it. I keep telling him I don't want to do coaching, and every time he send me more people, and then he sent me more ideas, and I was like, all right, I just like okay, I'm just gonna give in. But I really wrestled back and forth with him. What's that story in the Bible where they be talking about the man who fights with we go fighting with the angel? I be going back
Mm-hmm.
and forth with tussling. Like, come on now, they, they don't want it. They don't want it, Lord. He be like, if you don't get out
Well,
there,
I'm glad you haven't won.
he ain't gonna let me
Like,
win. He ain't gonna let me win because my story is connected to your story. My all of this is done for a reason. I That's why when Sierra was in the chat saying that she had done multiple businesses and she was suffering with the fear of what other people were going to perceive of her because she was starting something new, and how they may or may not support her. I've been there, done that. I done did jewelry. I done did like the jewelry boutique. I done did clothing boutiques. I done did trucking. Now I found success in trucking, but there's other stuff that I've done that I didn't find success in, and my family look. I didn't care what they thought. I don't, or the people, or my so-called friends, because what I learned is that every time I did that, it elevated my mindset. It put me in front of a different group of people. It put me in a different environment. And so they're still where they are. I'm still where I am.
Right.
But we gotta start being courageous, right? So faith, we can have faith all day, we can manifest all day, we can have the most positive attitude. If there ain't no work behind it, no commitment behind it, no consistency behind it, no courage behind it, that's like 4 C's. I need to rewatch this. I'm
Yeah.
about to use that. I gotta rewatch this, write it down. But if we don't have all of those things, because we have to have the courage to step out on faith.
Right.
Because the faith is, having faith in things that are unseen. So we have to have the courage to take the steps to actually be like, all right, I have faith in this, but I got to have the courage to put myself out here. And whether it work or not, I'm still in faith that it's going to work itself out. Maybe it'll lead me down another path. Maybe it'll lead me down here. Like when I started with the RAS, I wasn't thinking about nobody but me and these 100 people I needed to help. That was it.
Now look at.
Yeah. In just a year, my whole life transformed into something I was manifesting and dreaming about for like 10 years. And it all happened because I changed, because my commitment level changed, because I was like, I'm gonna do this no matter what. Because what I don't want to happen, and this is what's going to happen, is that y'all are going to get to a point where, because you have to also think about the financial side on the back end, right? So you're investing in yourself, you're coming to boot camps, you get on every single call, you're investing your time, you're paying for software, right? You're not getting a return on your investment. So now you're digging this red line
Yep.
more and more and more. So one day you're going to wake up and the devil's going to tell you, girl, you need to cancel that software.
You know how many times you can already told it?
Yep. But guess what? The software is your business. So you cancel that. Now you don't have nothing. Now you're going to be, yep. But guess what? The software is your business. So you cancel that. Now you don't have nothing. Now you're going to be stuff. I didn't get no return. This doesn't work. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing nothing else. Now you're going to go back searching for a 9 to 5, knowing that that's not where you want to be. It's those the devil he's good at this game. Like he's an expert. He's been doing this for centuries, decade. Well, yeah, centuries. So he know what to do. He know how to wait it out. He know how to send you certain thoughts. He knows when to do this. So you gotta outrun him.
I got you.
You gotta outrun your ego.
Yeah.
Sometimes I outrun my ego. So, and what I mean by that is like your ego is the person that is a side of you that is going to be fearful of, you losing or something going wrong. So your ego is going to tell you, don't do that, because what's going to happen if so and so think this or this and that? That's your ego. So when I do certain stuff, I be like, all right, I need to hurry up and do this before my ego find out. For real, because she ain't playing. She want to protect her brand. She want to protect her image. She want to protect, she wants to be perceived as perfect, all these things. So I have to outrun her. I'm like, no, I got to do it before she even come into the picture, before she start talking to me. So I can have some, I can go back and forth with her. Girl, be quiet, because we got this. Because I already did this, this, and this.
I needed this. Because it's almost like you living in my head right now. I needed this.
Yeah. The entrepreneurship is hard. It's hard because we have to change, not because and we always searching for the right business. Everybody in the world is searching for the right business. They're searching for the right niche. They're searching for, the right coach, the right product. None of that matters until you become a better version of you.
Right. Right.
Because if you're a quitter, you still gonna quit. I don't care how much money you make, you still gonna quit.
Yep. Yep.
If you're the type of person that get bogged down by every type of thing, every obstacle, you're still going to get bogged down, and you're going to continue that cycle. Nothing changes until you change. We hear all these quotes and we think they're cliche, but it's really not.
reality.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so what's the game plan? What are we doing next? So what are we doing?
So next, I am doing my videos.
Okay, so we're
I'm
putting the
doing my
videos in the
videos.
chat. Why when you say that, you you why you say it
I
like
don't.
that?
I think now I'm beginning to think it's out of habit. I've created this habit of being afraid, and I know that I don't have anything to fear. I just have to do it. So I feel, yeah.
Okay, so can we I need you to say it like stick your chest out when you say it. Like stand up when you say it because you're
Well,
sitting down. Stand up
listen,
and like say it with
no,
some confidence. Like not like, oh, I'm gonna do the videos. Like, don't put that energy out. Because that's the energy that you're gonna feel. That's the energy you're gonna have when you get ready to do it. Put some new energy into it. Stand up. Poke your chest out. Put your crown on. Adjust your crown.
yeah, adjust my crown. You know what
Yeah.
I'm doing tomorrow? I'm going to be submitting my videos into the chat so that everyone can give me feedback on them.
Okay. I was a little bit better. If I was in front of you, girl, I'd be having you scream it. Like you would be putting on a performance for me right now. I almost want you to turn that camera on because if I don't believe it through the camera without seeing you, it's like you
It's
gonna have
dark
to be
outside.
you gonna have to it ain't that dark. You gonna have to have passion about this, right? Because the energy, everybody goes off energy. We can feel you didn't talk to somebody on the phone and felt the energy and be like, I don't know if I want to talk to them right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't give me that energy.
Okay.
Imagine if I got on these calls with that energy. Y'all be like, what's going on with her? Who Who pissed in her Oreo or in her cereal this morning? What's happened? What's up, coach? Y'all would be
No.
asking me, what's going on, coach? You all right? What this ain't the same energy. Give me back the energy I'm giving.
Yeah.
Give me, I'm about to
My
send out
video.
these videos because this is about to be my $1 million empire that I'm building. And give that energy. Don't give the I'm gonna do it just because you said do it. I don't really want to do it. Don't do that.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't want to sound animated either,
No,
but
well, I've been watching your TikTok and you sell the heck out of those products. And I also have a question about that. And because I see the progress in you, because at first you would not get on social media at all. Now we are making
mm-hmm.
videos. Now we are, selling other people's products. And I'm wondering, how come we don't have that level of confidence to sell our own business?
I sell myself. I'm working on it.
Mm-hmm.
Working on it.
Yep. So when you sit down and you're writing out that, the exercise that Sierra did in there, think about that. Like, well, why am I becoming more comfortable with promoting other people's business instead of my own? What's the root
Mm.
cause behind that?
It's a stepping stone.
No, there ain't no that is not a stepping stone. That is a choice. That is a choice.
Ah,
That is something you're hiding behind. And I want you, see, I told you keep trying to lie to me. And I want you to figure out, why are we hiding? Why do we still want to play the background? Because now you're like, okay, I'm gonna put my face out there. I'm going to do the videos. I'm going to promote. But even though I have my own business that's going on, I am not about to say anything about it or promote it. And why? Why are you still not trying to promote yourself? It's not a stepping stone. You choosing
you're right.
to do all these steps. I say go A, B. You're like, I'm gonna go 8.1, 8.2, 8.3, 8. I'm like, where is get to B? What are we doing?
uh, I guess to be honest about like why I'm not promoting myself yet is lack of confidence.
Okay. I love that. All right. So lack of confidence. So how do you know that confidence comes over repetition, like in practice? They say practice makes perfect, but it doesn't. Practice gives you confidence. Repetition gives you confidence. The confidence pushes you to the next level. But if you stall, then you're just stalling. And then now, because you're still seeking to be comfortable. Like, I'm going to go outside. I'm going to color outside of the line, but not too far. You know you got it. I know you got it.
I do. I do. I don't know how I felt so far behind.
You didn't fall behind. You ain't fall behind. You sat down. when you fall, that's unexpected. That is something that, like, a fall is a true act. Like, there was water on the floor, I didn't see the water, I fell. No, no, no. You sat down. That was a choice.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop kicking in your teeth.
No, you're doing good. Evidently, this is needed for me since I don't see anybody.
Clearly, this was God sent for you. Only for you. We've been in the same environments. You're supposed to be right here next to me.
I know. I know. I know.
I have watched you coach and help other people with their mindset. You done did it to me. So I'm trying to figure out why you sitting down playing like you ain't who you are. That's why I said stand up and fix your crown, because you over here acting like a peasant when you a queen. What are we doing?
Right.
You're not new to this. You've been around millionaires. You done traveled the world. You done what are we doing? You done helped other people build their business and made sure that you edify them in a way that pumps them. Why? What are we doing? We know you know everything already. What are we doing? Why are we sitting?
This reality check because yeah, it's almost like I had forgotten or
You didn't forget. Don't say you forgot. I ain't letting you get away with it. You didn't forget who you were. Something happened and you chose to sit down. Something happened that shifted you and you said, you know what, I'm sitting down. Because if I'm being honest, even in that environment, everyone knew that you were that guy, right? That you were the person, that you were the, like, all right, yeah, okay, Aaliyah's great and all, but you got to go talk to LaShawn. Gotta go, you know what I mean? Like, so you made sure to ring everybody in to make sure, everybody had the right mindset, that it kept pushing through. So why are you able to speak that into other people and not to you? Why are you choosing not to do it for you?
it's a good question.
Yeah, what happened? And it might have been something that happened years ago, probably not even something that recently, but like, what happened where you chose to just pump everybody else up and not you? Because you're still doing it by now promoting other people's business.
Yeah.
And you got your own business. I'm like, not she got a freaking, ain't she supposed to be hiring work from home jobs? Why did I not see a video of this yet? What are we doing? How is this even possible? She didn't even throw it in the mix. Nothing. What are we talking about right now? I be wanting to send y'all hate messages sometimes, like troll y'all up under y'all videos. But I'd be like, nah, that's
Video, you can send it to me direct.
no, because if it's public, right? Because there go your ego. You see your ego kicked in? You see that ego? I told you that ego don't be playing. Like, they be on point. They be watching. Don't you put it up under my video? Why would you do that? No, because that's that. Because I wanna shake something up. I'm trying to, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the ego ain't here for that. No, the audacity. You would hate me then. I can't believe her.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
I can't, but the ego is going to be like, I can't believe her. She's not really in your corner. Why would she put that up under your video? That's what the ego would be telling you.
That's what ego is saying.
Mm-hmm. You'd be like, I need to delete her comment.
Mm-mm. No, I really appreciate this
All
because
right.
you really make it. You're making me actually reflect and remember some things that I really had in the background, and I know what needs to be done.
Um, I'm gonna tell you, one of the things that helped me is
What's that?
outside of me just, all these other things that I did, I started going to therapy.
I feel like I need to.
Yeah, if you feel like you need to, then you need to.
Yep.
So I started going to therapy. So I enlisted a therapist that only worked with like high level entrepreneurs and stuff like that because I was feeling burnt. I was just like always in survival mode. Even though I was making money, I was like still not sleeping, still had anxiety, still. I'm like, what is going on? Like I'm making money so I can have more time than that. When as soon as I get free time, I want to work more. It wasn't adding up. But that's because I was in survival mode. I was still, even though I was thinking positive, the other side of me was also like, well, if this don't fall through, if something happens, then you can't just stop working. You can't relax. Like that was a mindset. But what I also learned is we have to unlearn some behavior.
Yep. I believe that.
So I challenge you to invest in yourself in the manner of getting therapy. I think everybody needs therapy. I love therapy. I learn something new about myself every time. I learn different tools to manage myself. Because nothing happens overnight. We just have to learn different tools to manage ourselves as we grow.
Right.
So one of the cheap ways, I should be a freaking ambassador for some of these companies. I'm already promoting other people's company, but I know BetterHelp. I think it's BetterHelp. If you go on there, I used them before for couples therapy. But if you go on there, they have it where you can. It's real cheap. It's like I think it's like $60 a week or something, $50 a week. Well, I think it was that for couples therapy. So for individual, it might be cheaper. I don't know, but I would do that because
You
you
said it's
need
called
someone to talk these things through, right? Because once we identify it, it don't mean it's just going away overnight,
right.
but we need to be able to get it out. We need to stop holding stuff in. We need to really reflect on, the trauma that we've endured because we all are victims of trauma. I don't care what lifestyle you came from, and it's only going to help you get better. So, I would I would say get a therapist. Start talking to somebody. Especially if you know
But
I need it.
huh?
Especially if you saying you know that you need it, like you know that you feel like you need
Yeah,
it.
I feel like I do.
Yeah. I mean, we need somebody who we can talk to that don't know us, because then we could be honest with them.
Yeah. Uh huh. Uh-huh.
And then don't go into it with the stigma of you're crazy or not. None of any of that is. The reality is that you care enough about yourself that you're investing in your mental health so that you can become better.
Yes. Yep. Because I want to be the best version of me for me.
Exactly. And when you become the best version of you for you, everything else falls in place. When you become happy, I promise you, stuff will roll off your back. Stuff be happening to me. I'm like, man, if this was even a year ago, I probably would have spazzed out. Now I do not care at all. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. In fact, if too many things go wrong at the same time, I'd be like, oh, God got something big for me because the devil was playing. Oh, something's about to shake. Like, that's my mindset now. Instead of saying, oh my God, like, woe is me. If something good happens, something negative is automatically going to happen. No, I'm always like, oh, there's something's happening because he's trying to shake me. He's trying to shake me off of, he's trying to pull me out of my character. He's trying to shake me up. So what you know that's about to happen that I don't know? What level I'm about to unlock? I literally look at life as a game now, and every time I be like, "Oh my god, I unlocked a new level!" Like I'm geeked up. I be thinking I'm out here playing Mario World. For real. You ever play Mario? When like back in the
Yeah,
day with Nintendo? That was my grandma's favorite
yeah.
game. So when I play, so I remember how excited she was old too. Oh my god! But she would be so excited when she like got to the next level. Like it was a celebration every single time. And if she couldn't, and she loved Donkey Kong too. So and she would play levels all day long. Like she would play 30 times in a row. And if she couldn't beat it, then she would call us in and be like, "Beat this level for us." And she would try to give us, tips on. And we're like, "Grandma, we don't need your tips." But every time she was so excited, and she would act like a little kid when the new level was unlocked. And that's how I feel now about life. I'm like, oh, when I learned about staffing with the Rise, I was like, oh, new level unlocked. When I learned about how to automate, new level unlocked. Like when I learned, got in certain coaching programs, new level. Every time, I'm like, oh yeah, oh, I'm about to kill it now.
Okay.
So maybe start thinking about it like that.
Okay. And I like it because it sounds fun. I like having fun. So,
Yeah, it is fun.
uh,
It's just an adventure. You might get some, when you go on an adventure as a kid and you running around the woods and doing stuff you ain't got no business, running around abandoned houses. I don't know if anybody else did that, but that's what we used to do. Um,
yeah,
and we just exploring and doing stuff. You fall, you scrape your knee, but guess what? You get up, you go home. You don't tell your mom because you don't want to get beat because you don't want her to know where you was at, and then you go outside and you do it again. It's the same thing. It's an adventure. We're gonna have fun, but we're gonna fall down and scrape our knee a little bit. It's gonna be okay. They got
yeah,
Neosporin and stuff for that now. It's fine. We're good.
we're good.
We're good. You're gonna be
Okay.
fine. All right, so the game plan is we're going to do our videos. We're putting them in the chat. We're going to have some self-reflection. We're going to put that in the chat.
Yes.
Okay, that's only two things. So we're going to do that by what time? Tomorrow.
Uh, I'll have it by 1 o'clock.
Okay. Are you lying to me? Or are you?
No, no,
No, okay, so we're not lying to each other no more, right?
no more lies.
No more lies. Okay.
No more.
So and you're making this time up. So this is you. So are you committing to that you're doing this by 1 o'clock? No pressure. You could say 5 o'clock. I don't care. I just want you to be honest
Five
about
o'clock
what
was
we're
what
doing.
was on my mind. 5 o'clock was what I initially thought, but I was
Okay,
like,
so if five
okay,
o'clock was what
I
you
said
initially
five
thought,
o'clock.
because you gotta sit down, you have to process it, you have to get the courage up, you have to do all those things. I understand. So do we need to
5 o'clock.
adjust the time?
5 o'clock p.m.
Okay, so
Yes.
5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What time is that for me? So that's 4 a.m. for me. So when I wake up, I'm gonna roll over and see it in the chat.
Yes, you will.
Okay. And if I don't see it, then it's okay if I call you out.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
But I'm
It's
not gonna
okay if I
be
call you
trying
out in whatever method that I deem necessary.
whatever you deem necessary. However, you're not gonna have that opportunity, ma'am.
Oh, I like that. See, I ain't gonna have the opportunity. Great, because if you don't do it, I'm calling you out on TikTok. I'm gonna make a personal video about you. Yep, that's what I'm gonna
And
do. And I might even use clips from this to say it's like this is how they lied to me in my face inside of my coaching calls. I might do a whole little segment about you.
okay,
Just to
well,
ruffle the feathers of that ego of yours.
nah, no, you won't get that
Okay, please don't give
opportunity.
it to me because I'm gonna be excited. I promise you, I'm not even gonna be mad that you ain't do it. I'm gonna be excited because I might do this, start doing this to everybody. Don't be the first
Yep,
person.
I won't be. I won't be.
Don't give me don't threaten me with a good time. Cause what? I'm excited just thinking about it.
Yeah, just know that when you get up in the morning,
Hmm.
it'll be there.
Okay. So y'all and people on TikTok listening, they can't see you, but they list they gonna know who you is though if you don't do it. Y'all make sure y'all follow me and put y'all notifications on because if she don't do it, I'm promise y'all, I'm clipping, I'm doing clips, and I'm doing all of that, and I'm showing her picture, and I'm tagging her, all of it. Y'all be seeing drama on TikTok. Y'all gonna see some business coach to client drama in a minute, because I don't, they playing with me.
Yep, I got it.
Okay, I'm just giving you more incentive to do it.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So the videos,
You
there's
know I don't like to get on fast.
yeah, I know. There's two scripts in there. We got two scripts. See, oh, Sierra's on TikTok. Let's watching too. There's two videos that you got to do because there's two scripts, and then we have to do the self reflection and put that in there, right? Okay.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
we're doing this by 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, which is 4 a.m. my time. And if it's not there, I don't want to hear, Coach, this happened. I don't care. I don't care. This is a deal.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Pinky promise.
Y'all put y'all notifications on. If I'm trying to figure out, maybe I'll do it. Well, I'm trying to think, what should I do if you do it? Well, you doing it is going to be
I
enough
think it's not like
satisfaction.
come up with anything because you're not. It's not gonna go down like that. Sorry.
See, there.
I'm gonna have to put up
This is the type of commentary I need to have. Like, I don't even know why you're doing all that. Like, they don't need to follow and put notifications on. Ain't nothing happening. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Challenge accepted. We all with it. We're all with it. We're all rooting for your success. We don't want to see that video.
Thank you.
I don't want to have to see that video. I would much rather roll over and be like, yo, she did it. And then now I can threaten everybody with this.
Uh-huh.
I'm about to change the coaching world, mess around with y'all. They gonna be like, oh, that's what we need to do. Light a fire up under these people.
Yeah.
Have
Yes.
some real drama, that excites change.
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
I need the fire, but I don't like being burned. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. Okay.
leave me to don't burn me. I'm not gonna allow you to burn me.
All right.
Sorry.
And we not signing up for no more platforms because that's not what we want to do.
That is accurate.
Okay. All right. All right. But we're gonna go with those first three things, and then we'll do the next three things after that.
Okay.
Okay.
And I thank you for the patience with all of us. Well, let's speak for me because I'm the one on. But I appreciate your patience with me.
Now she threw everybody under the bus. I don't know if y'all could hear her clearly, but she said, "I appreciate your patience with everybody." Matter of fact, no, just me, because I'm the one on the call.
No.
Shady boots.
Really,
I'm not mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Look, they TikTok is saying you got this. They rooting for you.
Yeah. I just I really want to say thank you too because again you are helping me to reflect on some things that really I had put in the back of my mind. You reminded me of some things, and so like I said, I know what needs to be done, and it's gonna get done. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. I'm excited. We're gonna get it done. It's a process.
It
Um,
is.
it's a process. We just gotta get to it. All right, so I'm gonna let you go. I know it's late where you're at, even though it's early for me. So I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna mess around with these folks on TikTok for a little bit, and
Okay.
if you want, you can jump in the chat so they can follow you.
Okay. I was curious how you might on TikTok too. So yeah,
Hmm.
I'm gonna jump on.
Yeah, jump on in the comments so they can go ahead and follow you. Because then they're gonna be waiting for your update for your staffing and recruiting and all of that.
Okay, okay,
They're
okay.
invested in your journey now.
I love it. Thank you.
I think I might put this recording on YouTube.
do they?
Yeah. We need people. Y'all need people invested in your journey, but nobody's going to invest if you don't put yourself out there. You got to tell them.
I'm gonna tell them just like I'm telling them about the product that quick live. I'm sorry, I was talking to you think it was. I'm here today.
Oh, y'all, she's there. So that's LaShawn right there. J Legacy Investments, y'all. So that's who I'm talking to on the coaching call. Y'all can go ahead and follow her. All right, so I'm gonna end this call because now I have two
Okay.
recordings. Oh, this is gonna be good. I might put them side by side on YouTube or something. I don't know. Um, but okay, I'm gonna talk to these people on TikTok because they have questions. I'll see you. I'll see you in the
Okay.
chat.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so now I'm back. Y'all got my full attention. Hold on. Okay. The one is blowing something crazy. And it's messing with the stability of my stand. It's messing with the stability of my stand. So I have to change some stuff around. I apologize for y'all who was commenting stuff and I wasn't like responding to y'all stuff because I was trying to stay focused on that. But I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. If I missed something, just retype it for me. Don't take offense. Don't be upset. Just retype it for me so I can get it. Hey bro. Hey bro. She over there with you. She in Atlanta. She in Atlanta right now. Um her friends was graduating and whatnot and she wanted to be there. So that is where she is at. There's an echo. Okay. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I need to fix this stand. Ah! Okay, listen, I'm gonna give y'all just gonna watch the water for a little bit. Let me, cause why? Cause why? I was just doing all that. Y'all see what the storm did? Lifted up the towels and stuff. That one ain't no joke. It be whistling. Okay. All right. So now we're back. Um. Hey Mars. So, Rich P, I saw that you said I was dropping gems and stuff, and that you needed to hear this, and I love that because we share a similar environment too. So I'm happy about that. And okay, so house head holds. Let me know your questions. Mars, let me know your questions. Um, and then bro, so I am I'm back from Vietnam. Yeah, I'm back home now. Um, I'll talk to y'all about Vietnam because I got mixed feelings about them. But I'll leave that to the end if y'all want to stick around and hear my experience in Vietnam. Okay. Um, and I love Thailand. I still am, you know, I have no desire to come back to America. I'll be back soon though. I think I'm gonna come back in September or November just to see everybody for the holidays. I don't know how that's gonna work out. I'm thinking about renting like something in Florida so that everybody can kind of come to me, but we'll see. I guess I need to plan something in advance so everybody can make arrangements. But because I don't want to have to travel to Pittsburgh and Atlanta, and I don't want to do all that. Um, okay, so let me see y'all questions. Do you feel like partnering with the Rise it is oversaturated? So yes and no. Yes and no. At this point in my life, at this point in helping people, Arise, most people don't have the patience to navigate Arise right now in the state that they are in. Arise has opportunities, but they fail very quickly. They are, when I started, they was lasting for days, they was lasting for weeks before, and they had like a bunch. I'm talking about anytime you logged into the portal, it was 10 opportunities or more in that thing. However, now they have expanded, as they should, right? And I don't like when people get upset that a RAS has changed, because imagine you are the owner of a RAS and you expand your bit. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you tap into these other markets? It don't make sense not to, right? So as they should, and then when you do a business, you should be doing the same thing. So that's what I'm more focused on, teaching y'all how to expand past a RAS. So a RAS, you can, they have opportunities. They close very fast. They only lasting for like a couple minutes, legit. So the problem that new IBO owners are running into is that they go into this, they think it's easy. One, they overestimate the amount of work that's needed. Two, they don't have any type of onboarding process, don't know no recruiting. They're trying to do it the cheapest way possible. They're not investing in themselves. They're not trying to find somebody who knows what they're talking about, because they just think it's easy. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Anybody else who tell you it is, they lying. No business in the world is just easy. Um, Second, the other thing that IBO owners are having to navigate now is that they sign up, and they're like, I don't see any opportunities. I don't see any opportunities. They don't have any opportunities. They do. They do. However, a RAS does not, they upload opportunities as they want. It could be 4 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, one. It doesn't matter. When they post that thing, whoever's on the platform watching, that's who signs up for it. Those classes fill, it's gone. So you have to have a real level of commitment when it comes to the RAS platform, where you're checking that thing on the hour, every hour. Because if you are not, you're going to have the mindset of there's no opportunities. And so will and you're going to attract people, agents and stuff like that too, because you're not communicating with them the amounts of commitment level they need to have with this platform. That is why I teach you how to either start actually operating as a on virtual call center, or how to start diving more into the recruiting. So when I was talking to LaShawn, who's right here, J Legacy Investments, y'all need to follow her. Because if not, make a video about her tomorrow. If you missed it, you're going to get catch up tomorrow. She's not going to have me do that though, because we already talked about that. But that is why I'm teaching that. So in the boot camp, that's what they're learning. They're learning the job placement side. They have access to my ebook, which has all the different platforms where, the commissions are ranging from 3K to 25K. They already have, and it's for different industries, but then they're learning in the boot camp a method where they don't have to leverage those platforms whatsoever, because that's the coach. Everything I do, I find a coach. I don't do, and I go through training and all of that. So I'm not just teaching y'all stuff that I'm not doing. I'm doing everything that I'm teaching. But keep in mind, I didn't do all of this at once. This was just part of my journey. I did a rise, and then I was like, they had a slow season. I started teaching other people how to get new clients. I got like 30 IBOs, their first direct client outside of a rise. And then after that, I started to teach more and more about it. And then I learned about the job placement side of staffing this year. And now, as I'm doing it, I'm teaching other people how to do it. Because the people that follow me, they're like, okay, great. I understand that you learned something and that you're about to do it, but like, we don't want to wait for you to do it. We want to do it with you. And so that's why the people in the boot camp right now, they're along on the journey with me. So let me go back up just to make sure do I still have the business inbox? Yes, I still have the business inbox. It's not linked to my bio right now because I'm revamping stuff. I'm changing things. But yes, I still have the business inbox. Honestly, I'm struggling, and I talked about this yesterday on live, but I'm struggling with whether or not I want to continue to even promote Arise, because the same level of work you have to do with the Arise platform is the same level of work that you can do and just start, boom, your virtual call center and stop wasting time with even dealing with Arise. It's also the same level of work that you can do just by jumping into staffing and job placement. And you'll have way more success. You'll make way more money. And, so the return on the investment of your time, your financial investments into yourself, your training, things like that is greater. And I feel like Arise is government assistance. I equate it to government assistance. Government assistance was created we misuse it, but it was created to help you get ahead, right? The Arise platform should not be your end all. The problem is that people are going onto this Arise platform. They're partnering with them to get access to the Fortune 500 companies. However, they just stay right there. It's like, no, that's not where you're supposed to stay. That's a stepping stone for you to learn certain things about yourself, grow into a different version of yourself, automate it, and move on. But people are just staying right there. So I'm really struggling and going back and forth, and I'm waiting for God to tell me the answer, because I don't know if I want to keep telling y'all to go to them. I don't know if I want to. I would much rather focus on just telling y'all just do virtual call centers. But the thing is that y'all find me because of Arise, right? So it's a double edged sword, because y'all find me because of the success I've already had, and I'm already like over into a whole nother dimension now, and I'm like, I want y'all to catch up. I don't even. So that's how I feel about. And I also understand that sometimes when you're on government assistance, and this is no shade to nobody, because I've been on all of it. I've lived in the projects. I've had housing authority. I've had Section 8. I've been on food stamps. I'm from the hood, but and I've had many past lives. But when you are in that level, it puts you in a level of comfortability, and you just get used to it, and you don't want to venture outside of the box. Your confidence about what you can do goes down, all of those things, right? So I don't know if I want to, but that's my take on the Rise. Y'all can tell me how y'all feel about it. But the other thing is, I already built all this stuff for a Rise, right? So if I do it, I'll just throw it all away. But it's still beneficial if you are willing to be committed and navigate, and you have to be brutally honest with your agents. It depends on the person. And so, Nosley, yes, I'm still teaching how to get a direct clients outside of Arise. I actually have the boot camp. I thought I made it live, the replay of the boot camp live in there. The other thing that you can do is either the boot camp, the replay of the 5-day boot camp is going to be in my stand store this evening. It'll be today for me, to early morning for y'all. Um, but that teaches you how to do the virtual call center, right? I walk you through the entire process, but it's like the expedited way. So I walk you through. It's a condensed version. So I'll walk you through the entire process. It's a recording of me doing my 5-day boot camp. So it's an hour and like 15 minutes each day, where we go over every single thing that you're going to need, how to do it, how to put it in place. Um, Please keep in mind, if you are already partnered with the Arise platform, I know that they have a great marketing strategy to tell you that you're a virtual call center owner. You're not. You're not. You are a recruiter for their virtual call center. It's fine. It's fine. But I want you to know what you are actually doing and what you actually are. They labeled you as a virtual call center. You're not. A virtual call center, you're going to need other software. So you need to be able to invest in yourself. If you're looking for something where you're like, I don't really want to invest in myself, meaning I don't want to have to pay for different softwares, I don't want to have to do this. This is not a business where you're not going to have to invest. You're going to have to invest, right? Um, Time and money. And if you're not willing to do both, you're not going to find success. Unfortunately, I have people that come to me all the time, and what I teach y'all is literally how to leverage the right system, softwares, and automation so that you can work less and earn more. So that's my thing. I don't got time, don't want to be in front of a laptop all day. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. So I teach y'all how to do these things with less time. I always tell people you need 4 hours. If you can't designate 4 hours to your business, just chop it up. You don't need to do it. You don't need to do it. You're going to waste your time. So you wouldn't believe how many people jump into this business. Get my business inbox. Everything's already done for you. Websites done for you. Automations are done for you. Email templates, text templates, contracts, everything and the training videos, and you get to jump on calls inside the private community for assistance. You wouldn't believe how many people jump into it, and then they're like, oh, you know what? I don't have time. I'm like, do you not have so do we have time? I thought you wanted to change your life. I thought you wanted a different lifestyle. I thought you weren't happy with where you were. I thought this was the business of your dreams. I thought, because I don't want to work with everybody, so I don't work with everybody. So be honest with yourself. Are you really ready to have that level of commitment? Or is this something you just trying out? If you want to just try stuff out, don't come over here with me. I don't want you. I don't want to work with you, and I'm sorry. But there's a lot of other people that can lie and give you fluff and all that stuff. I don't want to work with anybody who's just trying it out. I want to work with people who are committed, who are serious, who want to actually change their lives. And yes, I will coach you through all of the different mindsets that you need to have. But as far, because you guys saw, I was just, me and LaShawn, we were just on here for like an hour. But LaShawn is committed. She's just struggling with her mindset, right? And I know that she's committed because she doesn't miss a coaching call. Anything I drop, I don't care what type of training, she is in it. She's one of the first people in it. So she's committed. It's just she's being challenged by other things. That's different. But if you're just going to get it to quit, I don't want to work with you. I don't want to find somebody else to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm just being honest. Um, and then the next boot camp is going to be in July. The enrollment period is going to come up very soon. Subscribe to my list if you're not already a subscriber. And it's going to come out before the actual start date, so you'll have time to like make payments through Afterpay and stuff like that if you need to. But yeah, so there's that. The boot camp is for job placement. The boot camp replay that is going to be in there, it's going to be affordable. It's only be $100, so y'all can get that. Right, it's 5 hours. You can get the replay. The other thing you can do is join my actual community, and you'll have that recording. You'll also have the training for Arise. You'll have a business 101 course, and you'll have I break down the TikTok strategy that I use to actually grow my Arise agency from 0 agents to 700 agents. And it's over 700 agents. I don't count anymore, but I give you that. I literally step by step by step by step. And everything I teach you how to launch in 30 days or less, because I understand that some people, if you give them too much time, you're just going to mess around. So I teach y'all how to, because I've already done everything for you. You don't have to mess around with your website. You don't need to mess around with, what do I say to this? You don't need to mess around with none of that. I already gave it to you. That way you can, I want y'all to go to the moon quicker than I got here. That's the goal. So if you wanted to bypass Arise, yeah. So the replay, everything on Stand Store typically has the option for like Afterpay. So you should be able to use that. But it's only gonna be $100. So you guys will be good. I'll make sure it's linked today. Um, oh, thank you, Sierra. Sierra, don't make me cry on here. I haven't cried on TikTok in a very long time. Don't make me cry. There's new people in the room. They don't know me. I'm really a thug. I don't be wanting people to know I'm that emotional. Don't make me cry, Sierra. I love y'all though. I really do. Um, how much money do you feel we need to run a virtual call center, software, etc.? Okay, so Jonay, I'm about to answer your question. I feel like I'm missing stuff. Okay, Mars. Mars asks, if I decided to bypass the rise, which product should I purchase from you? Okay, so 2 different avenues. You have to decide. Hey, Rasaf, I don't want to say your name wrong, but thank you for the flowers. I love virtual and real flowers. Like, it's the best thing. I feel like people only get flowers when they die, so I like my flowers now. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Which product should I purchase? Okay, so 2 things, Mars. We have to decide which avenue, right? Because this is another thing. A lot of people, they find me and they're like, oh my gosh, she's doing all this stuff. I want to do it all. I want to do it all right now. And I be giving y'all stuff. Like, I will overload you with information. And that's my problem, is because then my mentees, and they can tell y'all in here, they get stuck with analysis paralysis. Sierra was in a boot camp and she was like, I did not realize that you was giving us 2 different methods. Like, you taught us 2 different methods in this boot camp. And I'm like, yeah. And so I overshare because I'm like, I got all this to share and I want to give it to y'all now. Oh my God. Is he giving me like a full, like, crazy bouquet, like one of those bouquets where it covers your whole face and body, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Um, so two things though, there's staffing and there's virtual call center. So I need y'all to be brutally honest with yourself. Which one do you really want to do? Let me tell you the difference. And I'm going to get to y'all questions, so be patient with me. Um, Staffing, if you're going to do job placement, if you're like, hey, because with Arise, you are a staffing agency. They're telling you a virtual call center. It's a lie. It's just a play on words for marketing. It's amazing. They are amazing with that, and I love them for that. But the reality is, you're staffing, you're recruiting for their call center. Um, if you do job placement is where you are getting candidates. You can either get my ebook and it lists the platforms for you. There's over 10 different platforms, and those platforms they're in different industries, right? And they will show you the client already, the job description, and the position that's open, and your commission. Your commission, depending on which platform, it's going to be ranging from 3,000. The highest I've ever seen was 25,000. That's your commission. They're splitting the commission with you, right? So if they're splitting the commission, that means that if they're giving you 10,000, that means that they are actually getting 20,000, right? So inside of the boot camp, I'm teaching you guys how to get the 20,000, because yeah, we can split, but why would we need to split if we know how to do it? But that's job placement, right? And that's focusing on helping. And you can, it doesn't have to be that you could do entry level. You could just do customer service. You can help people get 30,000 jobs, $30,000 jobs, and get 5K payout every single person, right? Because you're getting a percentage of their annual salary after they have worked 30 to 60 days, depending on the method that you know and you do, you can get a portion of that up front too before you even start to look for candidates. It just depends on the contract you have with the client. So um, that's job placement. What I like about job placement is that you do a lot of upfront work, meaning you have to find clients, you have to find candidates. But once you connect them, you get your payment and you're done. I like that. I don't have to run payroll after it. I don't have to do all these other things. So that's what I like about job placement, right? But you also need to have a very good uh, relationship with money, because it's lump sums. So if you have a poor relationship with money, you're going to spend all this money. You're going to keep having the cycle of having to be looking for, like, you're going to still be in survival mode because you keep spending all the lump sum. So you have to think about that too. Okay, so then there's virtual call center side. Virtual call center side, and the method that I teach you is to start off as a virtual receptionist. Again, it's just a play on words for marketing so that you can get a specific group of um, clients, which we're targeting small businesses. If in America is made up of small business owners, right? So, but I go into very, very detailed information about what type of client, what they have, and all those things. And I pull up the statistics, all of this that I talk about in the bootcamp. Um, and so, with that, though, you need to have a VoIP system, because what this will allow you to do, though, is still offer work from home jobs. And it'll allow you to not only hire in the US, but you can hire abroad. So, the labor is cheaper abroad, which means your profit margin is higher, right? Okay. So, but with a virtual call center, you are responsible for, yes, you're going to get clients, but you're responsible for having exceptional agents that will provide exceptional customer service to their clients, because you're dealing with their livelihood. So you have to manage the clients, and then you have to manage your team, right? So think about what type of person you are, what type of person you're going to become. Because even if you're not that type of person now, okay, I'm going to become this person that is able to manage other people. I'm not, if you are someone who is like, anything that happens in your world directly affects your business, they don't care. The client don't care that somebody died in your family, and now so and so didn't show up for work, and now their clients are being. They don't want to hear that. That's not what they're. So you won't have to evolve and become something different. So I'm just putting that out there. So there's two different sides. If you are focused on recurring income, virtual call center. If you are focused on lump sums, you can do job placement. If you are focused on offering work from home jobs and be able to service people and make impacts that way, virtual call center. If you want to help people find their dream career, job placement. So Those are like the different things you have to decide for yourself. So once you decide that, then you go from there. So right now, the only thing I'm going to be doing for job placement is this boot camp. So you're going to have to get into one of my boot camps to learn about job placement and learning the other methods. If you're like, hey, I would rather just recruit and leverage those platforms and, do different industries, cool, great, grab the ebook. You don't even have to wait for me. Or the opening for the next boot camp. It's up to you. That would be if you're thinking about job placement. If you are thinking about virtual call center, you either can get the business inbox because it's already done. And I mean, everything's already done. You have the training, you will automatically get the training for RAS and the website and all of those. And you'll get the same thing for the virtual call center. So if that is what you want to do, then you can already do that. That's already done for you, ready to go, contracts and all. Staffing, you're working with me. And it's on, I'll only let 10 people in the boot camp. So you're going to have to be ready. You're going to have to be ready. Okay, let me scroll. Let me scroll. Oh, y'all love me. Thank you. How much is the starting lump sum? Thank you, Jonay. How much is starting lump sum? So JLT, can you tell me a starting lump sum for what? For what? Which one? They do. They both sound great, right? That's why I'm like, there's not no wrong path. It's just about what do you want to do. So let me tell you something that some of the people are struggling with in the boot camp, because all of this you're going to have to get uncomfortable. I'm telling you right now. So I learned this method of sending out videos, right? And so instead of sending out emails and things like that, you're reaching out to people through videos. So you're doing a video like this, like it's like 60-second video, and you're reciting a script. You get a script, all of those things. However, people struggle with putting themselves out there. They struggle with, you can have all the tools, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy to apply it. So they struggle with putting themselves out there. They struggle with actually just doing that part. So I'm just giving you a disclaimer. You're going to have to do that. You're going to have to be sitting in front of your phone or your computer, laptop, or whatever. Job placement. I'm talking about job placement. If you get in my boot camp, we are sending out videos. We are sending out videos to potential candidates and clients. We are talking to them. We are getting on Zoom calls with them. So I don't want you to be the person that's intimidated because, oh, I'm talking to a CEO or I'm talking to an HR manager. They are people. You are the one with what I like to go into everything is I'm the one with the juice. Y'all need me. I don't need y'all. Y'all need me. And I'm telling y'all that I'm the best thing since sliced bread, and this is how I can impact your business and change it. That's the type of mentality that you have to have. So I just want to give y'all a disclaimer. That's the method that I'm teaching inside of the boot camp. Now there's other ways that you could do it, but what I have found, and the reason why I love videos and I love my coach, love, is because even when I implement this in my other businesses of sending out videos and talking to people like this, and them seeing me and I'm sending them a personal video like, hey Jonay, let me tell you this girl. They are like, what does she take out the time to do? And the open rate. People don't really open emails. The open rate is crazy. All right. So I need people to open it and get the information. If you're just sending out emails and stuff like that, your open rate is going to be low, right? So I'm just giving y'all a heads up. If y'all like, girl, drop that link for the boot camp. I'm trying to secure my spot. One, I'm not. Y'all gonna have to send me a video to get in the boot camp. That's one. And so, but y'all are just telling y'all ahead of time. Because I want y'all to mentally prepare for that if that's something I want to do. Now, when it comes to recruiting in the ebook, I don't tell y'all how to recruit. I give y'all the information. I tell you what the platforms are. I tell you how you can do, how you can get around waiting at 30 to 60 days by leveraging different companies where they will, you send them the invoice and they'll pay you up front. So I teach you those things. I tell you the importance of LinkedIn, how to, what you need to do with your LinkedIn, because you're going to need LinkedIn. What else is an ebook? I don't go over the how to register, structure your business, because I have an ebook for that, and I didn't want to be repetitive. So, and just being transparent about what's in the ebook, so y'all know. the method that I'm teaching in the boot camp totally different from the ebook. You'll get access to both inside of the boot camp though. So if you're like, I want the ebook, but I want to know the other method, you'll automatically get access to both in the boot camp. Uh, and when is the next boot camp? So the next boot camp is going to be on July 1st. The next boot camp is going to be July 1st. The enrollment period is going to start on the 15th. The enrollment period is going to start on the 15th. If you want to be notified, I need y'all to go to the link in my bio. I need y'all to go to the link in my bio and subscribe so I can get you on my subscriber list. The emails are going to be coming from, once you're on the subscriber list, you're going to initial email, but the main emails are going to be coming from my email info@virtualcallcentersolutions.com. So you're going to want to start checking out spam, make sure you don't miss anything, right? And then move me out of spam. Tell your email that, I need to hear from her. And I don't be sending out emails. I'm not one of those people that send out emails all the time. You get enough emails every day. And I only send out emails when I got something to say. Something's happening, something's dropping, something has changed. Let me update y'all on this. I'm not about to waste your time or my time sending out emails every day. I don't believe people need an email every day. If they want to, and I get this marketing behind it, but I like to believe, I create my own beliefs. And I believe that if people want to buy from you, they don't need to hear from you every single day. When they ready, they ready. They know how to find you. So don't expect that. Um, so if you want to do both, yeah, then I would say get the recording for the 5 day. That'll give you an idea, right? And then you can say, all right, listen, I love this boot camp. I want all of this already done for me because there's a level of work. And then you can go ahead and get the business in box, right? So anytime I'm looking for a coach, and I'm just going to be honest about my method of what I do, and I learned all this information because I constantly invest in myself. I constantly look for the best of the best in the industry. If I run into um, a, a coach, there's a certain price point I'm looking for. There is a certain, I don't really look for their student success because I feel like even if you don't have a successful student, I'm about to be her. I am her. So get ready. So, and that's what I that's just that's the confidence I want y'all to have. Like, so I don't look for that. I look for their success. What success have they have? Because you can go through people's social media and see how whatever they're doing has impacted their life, right? So that's the type of success I look for when looking for a boot camp. And then I also are a coach, and then I also try some of their, because all coaches have lower level products. They have lower level products, and then your access to them grows with the amount of the next program, right? So I started off with like they and test them like, oh my god, like, or I would jump on a lives like right now, right? So they're free stuff. And then I'm like, well, if I learn something on the free stuff, oh my god, I can't wait to see pay stuff, right? So then I'll get one of their lower tickets, and I'm like, oh, okay, this is, and then I go through that. I go through like the ladder. Some coaches I find them, I'm like, I don't want any of that. Give me to the top immediately. My job placement and recruiting coach, he was one of those people because he had built three businesses, multi-million-dollar businesses, and sold them. And then he was working on his, well, two, and he's working on his third one, and he had made $1 million in 7 months. And I was like, and he had the same mindset as me. So he already had the automations. He already was even using the software that I love and I use. So I'm like, oh, we are the same. I see you. And so when I had to book the call with him, I'm like, he's like, well, do you have any questions? No, I just wanted the payment link because I already did my research. I don't care about. And he was like, well, do you want to hear about our case studies of students? So that I'm like, I don't care. I'm like, baby, I'm going to be your next one. I don't care about what anybody else did. Because some people sign up for stuff and they don't apply it, or life happens, stuff happens. So I don't base what somebody else's success off of mine. I know what I'm capable of. And so I'm just telling you, if y'all want to test me out, test me out. It's okay. But that's how I learned all of this. As far as where do you record your videos, you can record them on different platforms, whether it's like Loom. So platforms like, is it Loom? Yeah, platforms like Loom. I like Dub, but Loom is good. They're both good, but Dub has other things that Loom doesn't. That's beneficial to recruiting specifically. Um, Thank you for sharing the lab. I appreciate that. Okay, so does anybody else have any questions? Did I miss anybody's question? If I missed your questions, please let me know. When hiring for direct clients, are you hiring 1099 contract? 1099. Jonay, we're hiring 1099. Virtual call center, you're hiring. Everything I do, I hire 1099s. Even when I had my trucking company, all the businesses that I had were I only hired 1099s. The only W-2 employees were myself and like the other co-owner. Or like if I put my child on payroll. Everything else is 1099. The reason I made me W-2 is because I still open a 401k. I still made my company match my 401k contribution and those type of things. But 1099 contractors, especially if you're going to hire abroad, automatically 1099. But 1099 contractors is what you need to be hiring. Now you can, as your business grows, switch them to W-2, but keep in mind there's taxes that are involved with that, right? There is additional taxes the business has to pay, and then you also, when they're W-2, now healthcare, then now they go to unemployment. So there's other things that come along with W-2. So just be prepared if you decide to hire W-2. But 1099 is what you want to hire. Yeah, so the ebooks are in the stand store already. The only thing that's not in the stand store yet is the only thing that's not in the stand store right now is the boot camp. And granted, I could have made it live. I could have. But and I will right now if y'all want me to. Am I Do y'all want me to add the boot camp replay right now? Originally I was going to price it at $250, but I just told y'all $100, so maybe I'll give it to y'all for $100 since y'all want to laugh. Um, y'all, do I need to do this now? The only reason I didn't make it live, if I'm being honest, is because I didn't change. Like I want my look to be cohesive. I didn't do my thumbnail and my banner, but I could just make it live and let y'all get the discount right now. Is that I need at least two people that said that they want it before I go in here and have to switch stuff around. Cause don't be making me do work on live. Cause now once I make a live, I'm gonna have to do other stuff to change it. I'm trying to make sure my stand don't fall because I was just holding it. Every time I go live, y'all make me do work. I promise you. I was doing work yesterday. Okay, let's see. Okay. All right. So we don't have to do it right now. Yeah. I don't have to. So the boot camp itself, I don't have to do any edits about that. That's there. The information is there. The course is there. I mean, and once you get in there, there's really nothing that needs to. It's just. I'm putting more thought into my brand right now, and so I want it to look a certain way, if that makes sense. I'm kind of like a free spirit. Um, But I have enlisted this new coach, and they're like, listen, rein it in. And I agree with them. But yeah, do my thumbnail and things. Yeah, right? Yeah, because I need to. Look at y'all. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, because my new coach is like, y'all talking about getting kicked in the teeth. I have a coach for everything. I don't believe in doing it. And I go to therapy. and I make time to still do coaching calls and everything else. If y'all knew how many coaching communities then, how many calls I be jumping on and stuff, y'all be like, how does she even find time for all this? Because I actually like to learn, and I need y'all to be in that mindset too. Like y'all gonna have to seek out information, right? Always seek out information, and I grow with my coaches. As they grow, I grow, and but I also know that every coach doesn't know everything, and I don't fit into people's boxes. So I'll get one coach, and I might just need. She might repeat everything that my other coach said, but there's one thing that I learned from her that took me to another place. I want y'all to understand that you aren't always going to get everything that you need from one coach. This is what I've learned across the path. And that sometimes you don't even need everything. Sometimes people just say it in a different way. And you're like, like I know I've heard it before, but like this is my aha moment. Like I relate to it. It makes more sense to me now, right? Because it's the repetition of it and then the different way that it's communicated. And then sometimes they just know one thing that unlocks stuff. So, like for example, my marketing coach, Marquell Russell. If you don't know him, baby, get to know him. He's one of the biggest marketing coaches, especially just out there in general. But he really focuses on the Black community. Um, and so I paid for one of his boot camps, and in that boot camp, he told me to do, and then I paid for his VIP in the boot camp. My dog died during that boot camp. This is my level of commitment. My dog that I had for that grew up with my daughter, that I had for 13 years, little Yorkie, his name was Bubba, my son. Um, he died the second day of the boot camp, third day, and he was sick while I was doing the boot camp. And like, so we had to get on the boot camp for an hour a day, and then the VIP was an hour after that. So I'm like nursing his dog, but at the same time, I'm like, there's something wrong. Like, he's like, I just knew like his time was up. But I was like, I just, let me take him to the vet. So I take him to the vet, and early in the morning, they tell me I'm at the wrong location. I'm like, listen, first of all, y'all gonna see my dog. And going to know another location. I mean, I'm crying in there, and I don't like to cry in front of people. And then they take him in the back. They bring him, come back, and they're like, you have to put him down. He needs to be euthanized. Like we thought that we could give him medicine because at first they told me like give him this, he's gonna be fine. I'm like, okay, great. And then they came back and was like, nope. Blood work came back, and I'm like, what? So I went from this high of like having my dog about to be alive to this very very low of like you need to euthanize him, and I'm like, well, when? And it was like yesterday, and I was like, are you serious? And then my daughter is in school, so she's not even in the same city as me. uh I'll have no family around. So now I'm doing a Zoom call to tell everybody not only is he sick to the point where he needs to be put down, but it has to happen right now. And so now we're all crying on this Zoom saying goodbye to him. And that is like, I don't like that. That's crazy. And then that in itself was crazy. And then you know what I had to do after that? Because life was happening, but I still had goals and business, and I was like, I'm gonna have to find a way to still get through this boot camp for the day, this 2 hours, and cry my eyes out later. So I cried the whole ride home after putting him down. And by the time I got home, the boot camp was starting. I cried the whole ride home. And then he wanted everybody to have the camera on, so I wiped my tears, turned my camera on, did the whole thing. On that day, he told me to do a method inside of that boot camp. It was one thing that he told me to do. I did that, and I made 60K that week because of one thing he told me to do. Two lessons in that story, and then I cried myself to sleep after that, right? And I shared on the boot camp like that. I literally had just put my dog down. It was like, that's crazy that you're even on here, but I didn't. In my head, I didn't have the option to miss it. No matter what, I didn't have the option to miss it. And a part of me was like, I'm doing this for him too, because whatever, he's right next to me all the time. Everything I do, he do. Um, so two lessons in that. One, life happens to everyone. You have to have a certain you have to have a certain level of commitment for yourself. And you are going to be tested. And you have to decide if you're going to push through or if you're going to let that be the reason why. And I decided I was going to let that be another motivational thing for me and not the reason why I was going to go the opposite way. Um, and then the other thing is back to what I was saying. Sometimes you learn one thing and it changes the trajectory of stuff because not only did I learn it, but I applied it. I applied it. So, you know, don't get information and not apply it. When you get information, apply it. Be that type of person that applies it because you don't know. I could have sat on that information and I did it, but I didn't. I was like, okay, cool. You said do this, let me do it. And I did it. And so, although I was still hurt about obviously losing my son, I also had this crazy amount of joy for what I had just accomplished. And because I decided that I was I tell y'all the devil know how to he good with timing, baby. Imagine if I missed that call. Imagine if I missed that call. Imagine if I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to jump on the call. I'm not getting on. I'm not even going to talk. I'm not turning my camera on. I'm not doing that. Imagine if I would have done that. I would have missed my 60K week. I would have missed it. But I didn't because I got on the call. So I'm telling y'all, like when there is resistance, push through the resistance because there is something on the devil knows there's something on the other side. And I was just like, no. What it ain't gonna be is this ain't about to be the reason why. Um this ain't about to be the reason why. And also at that time I was rebuilding my whole life. So I had just moved in a condo. I was buying all new furniture. I was baby. I could tell you a whole lot of stories about resilience. But don't wait for your life to fall apart to become committed. Do it before that. And don't let bad things or inconvenient things or the timing of things stop you. You're going to have to dig deep. You're going to have to dig deep, and this is why I tell people like personal development, read books that change your mindset, read motivational books, do affirmations, because it's in those moments that you're going to have to dig into one of those things that you have learned through that personal development, because you're going to need it. You're going to have to pull it out, just like people pull out certain Bible verses that give them strength. You're going to have to pull that stuff out of you and be like, you're going to have to give yourself a pep talk. You're going to have to do it. So I cried on TikTok, not as much as I used to cry, but you can ask, baby, this is life, you know. And I still carry him everywhere I go. You know, I feel like he now sends me to. And honestly, I was the dog lover, and I mean, I had a dog, but I wasn't a dog lover. If that makes sense, I didn't want to deal with nobody else's dog. Sometimes I didn't want to deal with him. Me and him would have beef all the time. It was like having a real child. And now all of a sudden, everybody's dog likes me, and I'm like, is this you playing with me? Like, stop playing with me. Stop telling all these dogs to come up and sniff me like I'm about to pet them. Like, that's not what mommy does. But yeah. But thank you for the virtual hug. I appreciate it. Nas Lee. It depends on you. Oh, Rise is different now. So there's a lot more navigating. They have a decrease in opportunities for America, and then also they fill up very quickly. So you have to be you have to be committed to constantly checking that portal. And then you have to communicate that with a rise is going to be hard. I just skip it. See, I can't even sell it no more. And it's not selling it because it's still good. Like if you're in it already, great, right? Because the ones that are in it, like myself, you already have agents. They already know the deal. They've been in the portal for a while. They know the gist of it. It's the new ones that are having the most trouble. And when you start off with a rise, because it's so hard to navigate now as far as getting people to work from home jobs, it doesn't help build your confidence. It does the opposite. And that's why I'm like, I don't, especially if this is your first business, or if you don't want, if TikTok has already tainted your mindset about a rise and made you feel like it's the easiest thing since sliced bread, you about to be in for a rude awakening. And then it's also like people will be like, well, I invested in this training and I invested in you know, the software, and I'm doing this because other people teach other stuff. And then they get, because they're not used to investing in their business without seeing it's without instant gratification. We want instant gratification in this day and age, and so they're not willing to go through, you know, the ups and downs of entrepreneurship. And a rise, I feel like at this point a rise is only for strong, baby. I, I ain't saying that the other ones ain't gonna be hard, but a rise will punch you in the gut right about now. I'm promise you right now. Like they they boxing people's head in right now. So you gotta just, yeah, you just wanna decide. That's like my take on it. What I will tell you is that if you want to do virtual call center, you get my business box, you get all of that stuff. I just automate a rise. Everything for a rise is automated. We don't do we don't, we don't do all that. We automate our stuff. So you could still do a rise. You just want to be communicate with your agents, you know, um, the the nature of it right now. Because they are putting on new clients and stuff. And I like 2 weeks ago they had a lot of opportunities in there. It's just kind of hit or miss. And it's summertime, which is already traditionally their slow season. So yeah. But within my business inbox, you get the virtual cost center and you get a rise. And a rise is already automated, all that's already automated for you. So if you wanted to do both, you can do both. The problem is that people they get stuck in analysis paralysis and they try to do both at once. And it's like you still got to do one at a time. Um see Tremo. A rise is boxing. You got to be in it to win it. It ain't for the weak. You know what I mean? If you're gonna be like, I don't see no op, because that's all I see when I be in the little rise chats. The rise girlies, the old heads, they don't be wanting me to participate. I'm allowed to be in the groups, but I'm not allowed to talk in the groups because I'm different. So I don't never I just be watching from the side. Um, but yeah. How much money do we need for the virtual call center software? Arise is on my last nerves. Yeah, so Arise will do that. We'll do that. But also, this is what I want you to. So if you like, I'm gonna go into Arise. You're gonna have to shift your mindset. You're gonna have to be like, I'm in for the long run, right? And you're gonna have to stop telling yourself what everybody else is saying. It's like there's no opportunities. You hear me every single time clarify that. It's not that there's not opportunities. They have expanded their business as they should. They are now pushing more of their clients to the companies abroad as they should, because you're one day gonna be them. That's the mindset you should have. And then also they just fail quickly. Like, so you need agents that are ready to work and ready to work like yesterday, because they need to have their equipment already ready. They need to have their background check money ready. They need to, when they get the background information, if they got to go do a blood work, I mean, not blood work, but like drug tests, whatever, like they need to be on it, because they will knock them right out. Oh, you ain't did it yet? Psh, somebody else did it. You out. You and your new agents have to be like boom, 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 boom. No playing around before people can sit around. I went into my portal the other day and I saw somebody in there. And she had signed up for a class that didn't start till December. And I'm like, why is there a class that don't start till December? I was like, what is this? What is this? But she been with me for like 9 months. But yeah, so you have to, you just gonna have to be like, Arise has opportunities because they do, but I have to have a level of commitment where I'm checking this thing all the time, like literally all the time. Set yourself some alarms. So as far as the virtual call center, so like some of the software you're going to need, one, you're going to need a CRM. So I only use all-in-one software. It's Go High Level. It's the only thing I use for all of my businesses. It hosts your website. You do your email and text marketing there. You have your CRM in there. You can have client portals, agent portals. You can upload trainings. You can take payments. You can. I don't. I want to only do them. That's all I use. And then on top of that, you're going to need a because what's going to happen when you do your virtual call center, one, you need to find clients, right? So there's a couple ways to do it. In the boot camp, when y'all get to replay, I go over this, but you're going to be focusing on probably emails. But if I was you, I would start doing videos like what I just said. I would start doing videos, which is what we're doing on job placement because the open rate is crazy. But you're gonna have to start doing email campaigns, cold email campaigns, reaching out to small business owners. You're going to have to, or cold calling. Cold calling works. If you don't want to do it, hire somebody to do it. Again, you need to invest, or you need to do it yourself. If you don't have the money, you've got the time, so you need to do it yourself. Get out of your comfort zone. Um, you can run paid ads. Again, investing, or so there's those are some of the ways that you can do the marketing for it, but the software allows you to do those things already, right? So that's why I like it because some people are using ConvertKit to send out emails and they're using something else for their CRM and they're using, I don't want to log into all those things. I don't want a monthly payment for every single thing. I want one thing, let me pay the price and I'm done with it. That's what I want. And then you want to, and then you're going to need your VoIP system. The VoIP system is how you're actually going to service the clients and their customers, and also how you can still offer work from home jobs so that you can hire abroad or in America if you want to hire in America. Um, so yeah, so you're going to those are the main two things that you're going to need: the software for the CRM, so you could do email marketing, and because you're going to have to manage in that software. You're going to be managing your potential clients, and then also um, you're going to be handling your agents in there. So, or your receptionist. So yeah, that is what you need. The fee for the both fees are going to vary. VoIP systems are, you can find some that's cheap. You want to find some that's not cheap. The difference is what features they have and where you are at financially with what you can afford in, because you can always upgrade. You don't always have to start with the best of the best. You can always upgrade. The problem is that we feel like we have to start with the best of the best, which is just another trick of the devil, which is like, oh, you need to start with this, and this. And if you don't start with this, and this, then you won't be successful. You can upgrade. That's the whole part of it. You get better, your software gets better. This gets better. Everything grows with you. Um, but those are the main two things that you want to need. Yeah, Go High Level is my baby. Every single business I have is Go High Level. Every single one. I'm not going to use no other software because I just and one thing I'll tell you about Go High Level, when y'all automate, if you're going to use it for automation, like if you're not automating stuff, you're not using it right. Anything you have to repeat needs to be automated. Anything, I don't care. Any process, you need the same email, the same. If it's like, oh, they apply, send this email, automated. Oh, once they get this, automated. You can automate all of that stuff, even by just sending a simple tag. That way you can, because if you already have Go High Level, you can manage everything from your phone. And then the voice system I like is Dialpad. the one I like, but there's other ones. But that's just my preference. They a little slow on the draw getting everything set up though, so keep that in mind. But I do like them. I do like them. Okay, so what time is it? I think it's time for me to go. I'm getting hungry. That's like my cue. I don't go off of timers anymore. I just go off of my stomach. All right. How long I've been talking? I'm getting hungry now. I've used all my energy up. Um. Okay, so I'm gonna go. I'll probably be live again tomorrow around the same time, which is 8 a.m. for me. 8 a.m. for me, 9 p.m. for y'all Eastern Standard Time. Um, because of the time difference. And yeah, Faith, uh, Faith, listen, let me tell you something. When I just cut like 2-3 inches off my hair too, because the ends was getting on my nerves. But when I went to Vietnam, baby, you ain't had your hair washed till you went to Vietnam. See, now Faith, and she has reinvigorated my energy. I need a snack or something at least. Thank you. Um, Vietnam, baby, they got the juice. What is the name of the stuff? I'm on my phone, so I can't show y'all. I'm gonna have to upload the video. So one, if you ever go to Vietnam, get your hair washed. Get your hair washed by them. It's an experience you need to have. I've never, and the products they use in my head have never. My hair has never in its life felt like that after a hair wash ever. Like never. And then they use Dyson products to the point they use Dyson products on my hair. I went and bought Dyson products. Who knew Dyson products cost this much? I spent $600, but it was nice. They gave me a little case. They engraved it with my name, all types of stuff. I'm gonna show a video. I got the content. I ain't uploaded yet. But anyway, before Vietnam, I was only using Tresemme and I was using Cantu. And I know that girlies on TikTok, they have all of their different hair products, but that's just been what I've been using for years. And I was just like, I'm not about to switch it up. Well, who cares? I would grease my scalp with like the coconut oil, the greases that you've been seeing around for years. You know, where you get the green, the clear, the blue, them ones. Um, so I would use those. But I would only grease my hair probably like once a month or something. It wasn't like a lot because I don't like the greasy feel. And then I will use the Cantu, but I only use leave-in conditioner and then edge control. Everything else I use, like I don't use any other products except for shampoo, conditioner, leave-in conditioner, and uh the edge stuff, the edge control. That's it. That's all. I don't use nothing else. And then, but what I always do if I blow dry, and I wear the same hairstyles. I'm not one of those people that's always in their hair. So because that's one thing. Like your hair can't get strong if you're always in it. But I always use heat protectant. Like once I wash my hair, I'm using heat protectant, and then I'm always use some type of oil to put shine on it. Like whether it's just me getting the raw coconut oil. I love raw coconut oil because I'll oil my body and my hair at the same time. So I'll use that. But this is my routine. Literally, I wash my hair, I blow dry it, I flat iron it. Once it's flat iron, I'm gonna wear that flat iron until it's for like probably like the first week or two, until it's not there anymore. I just let it puff up and get out of its own texture on its own. Then once it's there, because I'll still hit it with a flat iron like every other day. But I don't be one. But I use heat protectant every single time, so I don't flat iron my hair without heat protectant. And then after that, after like a week and a half, and it gets to like this how it is now, like where it's a little bit puffy, but in the back you can see because I just sweated it out and stuff. It's getting the little wave in it. Now I'm putting two braids in. I'm putting two braids in. I'm gonna wear them two braids for a couple of days. I'm gonna take it out. Now I'm gonna have the curly pattern. I'm gonna wear my little curly fro. That's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna do that for the next couple week, 2 weeks probably. And then I'm going to go to the ponytail. I'm gonna have two ponytails. I'll have one ponytail. I'll have one ponytail slicked to the back because that's when I start putting leave-in conditioner in it. All before this, I'm not really putting no product in my hair. So then now I'm putting leave-in conditioner in it, all of that stuff. So now once that's probably gonna do another week and a half. Now I have to build up. Now I wash my hair. I do the same thing all the time. The other thing that I do is that if at any time during the month I need to wash my hair, I feel like I need to wash my hair, I don't always use shampoo. Sometimes I just rinse, do a really good rinse, and then I condition it, and then I'm done. So less is more. Less is more. Just saying. Um, and then stop trying stuff out. But when I went to Vietnam, I bought their products. So now I'm only using their products because I've never in my life. And I found out that they're on Amazon. So I'm gonna do the video and I'm gonna link everything because y'all can do it. It's on Amazon. You hear it? I've never. I don't know what's in their products, but baby, my hair ain't never felt this good in my life after a blow dry or wash or nothing. Just to the point I gotta upload the video because y'all have to see it. I need y'all to see it so then y'all can have a conversation about it. But they went to hair school. I taught them something, baby, because they did the hair. They hadn't did nobody's hair. First of all, I was black. Second of all, they didn't think I had hair. So when I took my ponytail down, I was like, what is this? So then when they went to they 4 or 5 dudes had to blow dry my hair because the girls washed my hair. The dudes blow dried it. It took 5 of them, and I was in there teaching them, showing them like, no, you need to comb and you need to get the blow dryer. Follow. I was schooling them in there. Like it was so much fun. Um, I'm talking about, and they was coming in. They was taking videos. They was taking pictures. Everybody was. They all wanted to try to do it. And then the funniest part for me though is that at that point I had the entire, and it was a big salon, I had the entire salon just watching me, everything I hold it at a certain point. And then the one dude who was like trying to brush my hair, and I'm telling him, I'm like, you need to do it this way, and they're like, no. I'm like, if it would have been any other situation, I would have got up from the chair like, you're not about to do my hair. But it was such a learning experience, and I just kept laughing, like I just couldn't believe what was going on. Like it was a circus. His hands started getting tired, and right? If when you do your hair and your arms start getting tired, his arms started getting tired, and he tapped in the other dude and was like, "You here? Do this, do that." And then they had got to the back and where it was thick, and then they was flat ironing my hair because they tried to do like the diffuser because. When they washed my hair, it was like so curly in a natural state. And I'm like, this is crazy, and it was so soft. So they tried to do the diffuser, and I'm like, no, baby, blow it out and flat iron my stuff. I don't want that. And they was like, what? And I'm like, yeah, do that. Because they was just astonished at the natural texture. And I was like, no, you're not about to have me out here with a fro. Okay? We're not doing that. I'm about to go on the cruise. We need this flat iron. So when they started flat ironing it, they wasn't going to the edges. They were scared to go to like close to the edges. They was like, no, we can't go that close. We can't go that close. And I was like, do it. So then eventually they got the hang of it, and then they started being like, they started really, it was fun. It was fun. They was tired. They all took a break after doing my hair. Everybody took a break after doing my hair. And then I tried to give them a tip, and they told me my tip was too much. I couldn't give them a tip in that amount. And I was like, wow. And it was not even a lot. I think it was like, it might have been like $20 US, but in their money, it was a lot. And it was like, no, you cannot tip us this much. And I was like, oh, because the hairstyle itself, like, so the wash and the blow dry, it was like $10. The wash, blow dry, and the flat iron, $10. So I tried to tip them each person, like $20, and it was like, heck no, are you serious? Like, and they was like, do you know how much money that is? This is that amount. Like they was arguing with me. I'm like, okay. So then I only could do a $20 tip, and then they split it because they was like, they would not accept my money. And I was like, all right, well, I want y'all to do it. Like they had a whole little break. There was a whole waiting line after that. Because they so used to like the Vietnams here, they getting these girls in and out quick. It's their hair texture, so they ain't have to do too much with them. Mm-mm. But me, it was a whole ordeal. So yeah. So anyway, before that, I was just using Tresemme, Cantu. Now I'm only using the products that they share with me because I just like the way it transport my hair. And they washed my hair there. I washed my hair since here. So it only been like 3 weeks. Only been home for like a week and a half since Vietnam. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I think I'm just gonna use that. And I found out it was on Amazon. But either way, I was like, I'll just fly, get my hair done. Because a round trip ticket from Thailand to Vietnam is like $100. So I was like, if I have to fly, I got to fly to go get my hair done. I'm talking about God's amazing. Because who says that? I feel like who what? Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go take a flight to get my hair done. The type of content that I could be making, but I don't be wanting people to just buy into lifestyle content. I want y'all. I want y'all to be worried about how to get the lifestyle. How is it obtained? The hard work. That's what I want y'all to do. But yeah, So that was fun. Vietnam was a thing. I have like a love hate relationship with Vietnam. It's like my first 5 days was like the best thing in the world. The last 5 days, I freaking hated it. I was ready to go. I was beyond ready to go. What I did do over there, though, what I will be investing in very soon is the hair industry. So when y'all see me pop out, because obviously I'm investing in other stuff. Like I'm about to. I don't know if God wants me to say all this yet. So I'm gonna say the hair stuff. What I did go over there and do was I did visit hair factories. And it was good and bad for me. Like the experience was good and bad. One, it was very remote. Vietnam, the internet service is like not there, so you're really just moving around in a foreign country with no internet and just trying to figure it out. And their addresses are different, so like we were getting dropped off in the middle of towns and not at the right addresses. So now we had to walk around, and they don't speak English. They're not interested in learning English. They know the Vietnamese, and you might find one out of every 100 person that has a little bit of English. So that was the ordeal. But the hair factories, if y'all stop buying weave and just put it in your hair, wash your hair first. That's why I'll say. One, do that. Wash your hair first. The process is very eye opening. Very eye opening. They are definitely. I definitely saw like, and it's a big industry. When I talk about the people that's in the hair industry over there, they got money, manyan. They have Rolls Royces over there. They have money over there. The hair industry is big, and it's even bigger in Africa. So they're not in Vietnam. I know like everybody sources hair from China and stuff like that, and the people sourcing from China, y'all telling y'all right now, y'all ain't getting real. If y'all buy hair from somebody and they saying it's raw and they're not getting it from the actual country and it's getting sourced from China, it's not. It's not. But especially not for the price of the chart they are getting it for. It's not. It's not it. It's not what y'all think it is. The other thing is that oh my god, the hair industry is big. I'm getting into that, but the Vietnam hair industry, they really don't care about America. They are making their money off of Africa. They're making their money off of Africa like crazy, like the amount of money that they're making in Africa and Canada and the UK. They do not care about the US. They do not. So there's different so like China, obviously, one of the biggest markets for them is America. But Vietnam, they're like, where you from? America? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, we want to expand over there, but we make all of our money over here. They put me onto stuff. I'm like, oh, okay. And then what as they're telling me, teaching me, and they're schooling you. Like they're schooling you. They're I went to class over there. Every factory I went to class. And so you go to their office and then you go to their factory. And their factory is usually in the boondocks. like out in the country, and that's where you feel very out of place. But you also feel out of place but welcome, because you get all the shock, like, oh my god, is there a black person walking through, who is this? And it's crazy to me that people, or I feel like we're the only culture where we get that awe factor, that shock factor from other cultures, because we don't travel enough, so they literally have never seen us before. And that's very sad for us as a community, that they have never seen us before. And so I be watching people online and they are so offended when I'm more offended that we don't travel. I'm more offended that America has us in this mental chokehold that has us fearful of leaving, and they are lying to us, telling us that like they make us feel like we're the best thing since sliced bread and everything else is unsafe, and that's not true. And so I'm like, dang, like I really, and they're so excited though. They're so excited to see you and take pictures, and like some of it is like, asking, but it's the culture difference is there. So they're just like, I need to capture this. Because when's the next time I'm going to see somebody black rolling through my hood? Because we're in their hood. So yeah, that was interesting. But yeah, the hair industry is lucrative, and I plan to invest in it. So if y'all ever see me in the near future saying, "Hey, I'm dropping a brand," which y'all probably won't, because it'll be a faceless brand. I won't even know own it. Um, but yeah, I will probably be going to visit all these countries. So Vietnam, to get the real Vietnamese hair, and baby, when I say hair, like they're cutting it right off their head, like you saw it, cut it. It's crazy. um, a very good industry to invest in, where we can stop being the consumers of it, and you know we need to stop only being the consumers of certain things. But yeah, if y'all are one of those people that like buy, like really invest in hair and for your, and y'all buy like the raw bundles and stuff like that, I would start asking whoever you're buying it from more information about where they're sourcing it from, to ensure that it's raw, um, raw hair. And honestly, if it's raw hair, it should be lasting you for years, because it's literally like, if somebody cut my hair off my head, it would last for years because it's my hair, right? So that's raw hair. If it is in any type of texture or anything, they have chemically altered that to make it into that texture. So you can't buy Vietnamese hair that has the curly pattern, or you can't buy that and it still be raw. It's only raw if it's literally like, so you're going to have different shades, you're going to have all, like, you're not, it's not raw unless it's in the natural texture and no chemical has touched it. Any alteration, a chemical has touched it, just so y'all know. um if you didn't know, because you will see people and they be like, raw Cambodian hair, raw this hair, raw this hair, but then they have all these different textures. That is the only one that's truly raw, is the one that is the natural texture. Because the natural texture, you can curl it and change it into all those things, but it's not going to be permanent. The other ones is when you see people and they have the hair and it's curly, and then they can wash it and it goes right back to that pattern. And that's because it's been chemicals have been added, so it'll stay in that texture. That's not, it's no longer raw. Raw is just like your real hair. If you curl it, eventually those curls are going to fall out. If you crimp it, the crimps are, you know what I mean? Like, that's raw hair. Anything outside of that has been chemically altered. When I learned that, I was like, dang, I didn't know that. Because they was like, we could do it in any texture. I'm like, how? This ain't y'all hair texture. And then I went to the factory and I'm like, oh. And that's all how they chemically alter it. And I'm like, oh. And then that's all how, when it's the naturally raw, and what the process they go through it, how they weave it on the bundles, the different type of wefts and stuff like that. It's crazy. Um, but yeah. So yeah, so the hair industry, y'all should, if you already get hair, think about that, and I'll wash the hair before you put it in your head, because that hair go through a lot before it get to you. It goes through a lot, baby. It goes through. It's a sweatshop. it's a sweatshop. I wish I could share like my screen on TikTok to show y'all like the videos in my phone, but it's legit. It's sweatshop. Like it is. I mean, they wash it, but it need another wash. It need another wash. It goes through a lot. Goes through a lot. And I've seen some that was not as clean, and then some that were really really clean and put together, and it's just different levels to it. But yeah, so that was Vietnam was great. I guess I'll share some of the content. I have all of it. I need to post it so that you guys can see for yourself. And y'all need to travel. Maybe tomorrow I'll give away some vacations. Tomorrow tune in, I'll give away some free vacations for y'all. Now, what's going to happen with the free vacations is that they're typically 3 days to 5 day vacations, but you guys have to pay the taxes on it. Um, so it'll cover the hotel for two people, right? So usually the taxes on it is like $100. Sometimes they're $200, but you have like trying to think. You have like 7 days from time that I send it over the information to you to pay the taxes on it, and then you have a year and a half to actually utilize it, right? Um, I went to a couple of different places, even inside of the U.S. So tomorrow we'll give away vacations. Vacations to where? Anywhere. Let me tell y'all the little different things, so y'all can start thinking about it. Hold on. I'm getting off after this. I promise. I'm hungry. I will order something from the restaurant behind me, but I want something else. They don't have what I want. Um, I'm gonna give y'all a list of the different countries. I was doing monthly giveaways inside of my women's empowerment group. Yep, I'm about to tell y'all. And so I actually shared this with some on one of my calls. I shared this with some of the people in like my private community because I'm like, y'all could start doing this as incentives for like your agents. Like when they reach a certain point, you can provide them with vacations, whether you pay it or whether you have them pay it. So let me give y'all the list. I've given out vacations to Bali, to Dubai, to the Caribbeans, like Vegas, like just wherever. I would when I went to Vegas, I actually used this to go to Vegas. I paid $100 in taxes, and I went for I think it was 4 days and 3 nights, and so I just got my flight. The hotel was already paid for, and that was done. Um, all right, so okay, so boom, here's the thing. So we have the United States, we have Mexico, Argentina, Australia. I'm telling you all the countries. Austria, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Fiji, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, India, Indonesia, which is where Bali is, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Japan. I might use this for Japan. I think I want to go to Japan next. Maku, I don't even know where that is. Malaysia, Netherlands, New Zealand, Philippines, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Africa. Okay, can y'all hear me now? You know what happened? That mic died. That's another indication that I've been on here too long with y'all. Okay. Um what did I get on here? 9:30. Been on here for like 3 hours. Lord. Okay, here. Let me run it down to y'all again. Y'all can hear me fine, right? So we have United States, we have Mexico, Argentina, Australia, Austria, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Colombia, Dominican Republic, Fiji, France, Germany, Greece, Hungary, India, Indonesia, Ireland, Israel, Italy. I do want to go on a tour in Israel. Italy, Japan, Macau, don't know where that is. Malaysia, Netherlands, New Zealand, Philippines, Russia, Saudi Arabia, Singapore, South Africa, South Korea, Spain, Sweden, Thailand, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, which is Dubai, United Kingdom, and Vanuatu. I don't know where that is either. So that's the different countries. The real question is that, what y'all could do really quick is if you ever had a dream vacation, then tell me where it is, and I can just tell you if yes, yay or nay, right? That's the easiest thing. That is the easiest thing. Because what's so crazy is that for all the years that I was dreaming of being in Bali, I never knew that Bali was in Indonesia. Didn't do my research. I was just like, Bali. And I was like, oh, that's in Indonesia. And then I'm right next to it. I plan to go to the Philippines. I actually plan to bring my assistant over here because she's in the Philippines and she's never been on a vacation. And I'm like, I'm about to blow your mind. Plus, she runs all my stuff. So I'm about to bring her over to Thailand because it's something that she wants, somewhere she wants to be. So I'm gonna actually use this to bring her and her hubby over for a couple days. Obviously, she's gonna be working only on one of the days. Hawaii. Okay. Let me see. So in the United States, let's see, we have Las Vegas, Albuquerque, Atlanta, Atlantic City, Boston, Branson, Hawaii, 6 days, 5 nights. Let me tell you the taxes on it. 6 days, 5 nights. The taxes is $76.95 a night, which is $384.75. So for Hawaii, for 6 days, 5 nights, it's $384. Which Hawaii is actually expensive. That's actually cheap. So that's what y'all have to think about too, right? So I'll give away vacation. I don't care about giving them away, but you have to do the taxes, but you also have to be ready to pay the taxes because it'll expire. The incentive will expire. So to secure it, you have to pay the taxes, and then you have a year and some change to actually go on that vacation. So you have to decide that. So if you was like, all right, I want to secure the hotel, right? And then I'm going to figure out when I'm going to actually book the plane ticket, because if you book plane tickets in advance, you get cheaper. So, but you'll have your stay already secured for you and somebody else. Okay, so we'll do that tomorrow. We'll see. I might give away something that I paid for. Let's see, I don't know. I'm probably gonna do a poll on my Instagram. So, like for example, Las Vegas, 4 days, 3 nights, $100. Las Vegas tickets, plane tickets to Las Vegas is always cheap, but Las Vegas, 4 days, 3 nights, $100. What Caribbean? Mexico is also pretty cheap. Let me see. Caribbean. I don't think there's none of the Caribbean, like Jamaica and stuff like that. The Caribbean, they not on here. nope, nope. I'm just double checking, but no. Nope, nope, nope. No hidden fees besides the taxes. No. And then what happens is that when you're ready to redeem it, you will go into the portal, and so you'll have like 3 to 5 different hotels that you can pick from. You can choose which one you want to go to or stay at. And then if you see other hotels, like say you've been researching, I'm like, well, I want to go to this hotel. It's not on the approved list. They have them in there, and then you would just pay to upgrade. But outside of that, there ain't no hidden fees. Now, it also depends on what type of hotel, because I know like certain, like so for example, Vegas. If you've never been to Vegas, Vegas charges you. Each hotel has their own fees. I don't care how you book it. Like they make you pay other fees when you go in there to book in, which shocked me. But they have like their, I guess do they call them resort fees? Because most of the hotels got casinos up under, or they have some type of attraction or something. So they have like their own fees attached to it. So you want to think about that. But as far as but you will have access to the portal. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, so but you'll have access to the portal, so you can look up those other hotels to see, or call them and verify if there's any additional fees, stuff like that. But I think even when I went to Vegas and I paid the taxes on this, which was $100 for the 4 days, I think even the hotel I picked, it was just another $100. So it wasn't that much. And then I didn't like the room, so they ended up reimbursing me. Because I was like, I want to switch my room, but they was sold out, and I couldn't switch my room. So I was like, but they get in, and it's like, well, we could just waive the taxes for you. I was like, yep, go ahead. I mean, not the taxes, but the resort. I was like, yep, go ahead, do that. Thank you. I'll keep the room. But yeah, so I'll be on tomorrow, 9 p.m. your time, 8 a.m. my time. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good evening. Thank you for spending y'all evening with me. See you later.